Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is December 22nd, 2019. And we are watching the most amazing events unfold. The prophecies of the end of the age and the fig tree generation is unbelievable how all the signs are coming together in a most spectacular way. Right now we are in the first day of Hanukkah, and I have shared with you about the solstice, the first day of Hanukkah or Hanukkah Eve, which is Kislev 24. I've shared signs with you about the first day of Hanukkah, the 25th day of Kislev, but I want to go to December 26th, which is midweek Hanukkah, and there are most amazing signs that all come together on this day. And with everything that we are going to be seeing, I am very confident that the title of this message is true. The birth. The birth event on December 26th, 2019. The first thing I want to share with you tonight is that in Israel in 1949, on December 26th, the first Knesset meeting in Jerusalem was held inside the Jewish Agency building. December 26, 1949 was the day that Israel's government was formed and had their first meeting in Jerusalem. Okay, so from the Independence Day of Israel on May 14th, 1948, it was not until December 26th, 1949, that the government was formed and they had their first meeting inside the Jewish Agency building. Okay, so this is 70 years to the day from the first government meeting in Israel, okay? This is a huge marker for us, 70 years to the day. Just as it says in Daniel 9:24, 70 weeks have been decreed for your people and for your holy city, 70 weeks to finish the transgression, 70 weeks to make an end of sin, 70 weeks to make atonement for iniquity, 70 weeks to bring in everlasting righteousness, 70 weeks to seal up vision and prophecy, and 70 weeks to anoint the most holy place. Okay, so I want to start my message here, bringing home the fact that within the history of Israel, December 26th, 2019 is a major marker of the 70-year prophecy that we have been trying to understand. Since May 14th, 1948, and the search for the 70 years on May 14th, 2018. And we are a year and a half beyond there, or more, a year and 7 months beyond the 70 years from the Independence Day, but December 26 marks 70 years to the day from their first government meeting in Jerusalem. Okay, so that is where I want to start this message, to bring home to you the importance of December 26. Now look at all the other signs that go along with that for what we are watching December 26th. The annular solar eclipse on December 26, 2019 is an amazing sign in the heavens. Together with this annular solar eclipse, where you see the sun darkened and the moon not giving its light, we see that behind the eclipse, in the same constellation, is the planet Jupiter. And when you focus in on the screenshot of Stellarium, Jupiter is actually within the picture of the eclipse. And so what we have then is we have a birthing event. Jupiter, number one, remember Jupiter is the planet that was in Virgo for 40 weeks. Jupiter is the man-child that was ready to give birth, that was ready to be born. And we have been waiting on this event, and we have been wondering when it will happen. When will the birth take place? Revelation 12, verse 5. She brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. So the annular solar eclipse on December 26th marks a birthing event, and Jupiter is right there within the picture in the heavens, so we can see the birthing event as it takes place. I want you to remember Comet ISON. Comet ISON from 2013 had its perihelion event on November 28th and November 29th, 2013, and then it was coming around the sun, and it was going to be closest to Earth on December 26th. 2013. Now this is an amazing sign because Comet ISON was so powerful, the way it was coming through the constellations and the message it was bringing, and it was Thanksgivica. Remember Comet ISON and Thanksgivica? And we had the conjunction between Thanksgiving and Hanukkah, and the power of the sign of Comet ISON, and the beautiful, amazing pictures that were coming forth of ISON. There were so many pictures that had been taken. It was so powerful. Well, the day that it was going to be closest to Earth was December 26th, and this was 6 years ago. Isn't that amazing? A 6-year sign for December 26th. Now, look at that. Look at this fact that we have again on December 26th another asteroid that's coming close to Earth on December 26th, the day after Christmas, and this is a 2,000-foot monster rock. This is amazing because it reminds us of the 2,000 years since the first coming of Christ. And now we have, at the time of the second coming of Christ, a monster rock 2,000 feet in width. So we have a connection between Comet ISON that was December 26th, closest to Earth, and another asteroid coming on December 26th, 2019. The most important sign for me when the Lord called me to this ministry was on December 12th, 2012, the Lord gave me a sign in the sun. And this is amazing that on December 26th, 2019, there is a sign in the sun. This is the most amazing sign in the sun, the annular solar eclipse with Jupiter. And the day on the Hebrew calendar is 28 Kislev. So I want to share with you the fact that my sign on December 12th, 2012 was also 28 Kislev. So this is the day from my sign in 2012, which was 12-12-12, and it was also midweek, Hanukkah, midnight. On the Hebrew calendar, December 26th, 2019 is the 7-year anniversary of my sign on the Hebrew calendar. From 28 Kislev, 5780, going back 7 years, 28 Kislev, 5773. 7 years from the date of my sign on the Hebrew calendar. I want to share with you a detail that is undeniable and unbelievable at the same time. From the United Nations Partition Plan for Palestine, which was the order to restore Jerusalem, the very beginning of the timeline of Daniel, from the order to restore Jerusalem, the Palestinian Partition Plan, which took place on November 29th, 1947. If we go from November 29th, 1947 to December 25th, 2019, why do I go to December 25th? We can calculate between December 25th and December 26th based on the annular solar eclipse that UTC time. The maximum eclipse is about 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning in Saudi Arabia. But in the United States, this eclipse is taking place before midnight. So there is a conjunction. The solar eclipse gives us a conjunction of December 25 and December 26. Even though the eclipse is in the Middle East, is starting in Saudi Arabia on December 26th. If we calculate that same time frame, it is December 25th in the United States. So if we go from November 29th, 1947 to December 25th, 2019, it's 26,324 days. Now I want to take you to verse number 26,324 in the Bible. I want to go from Genesis 1, and I want to go to the 36,324th verse in the Bible. There is a website that will do this for you. It's called the Bible Wheel website. And so what I have done is I put in the verse number coinciding with the number of days since the order to restore Jerusalem. 26,324. The 26,324th verse in the Bible is John 6:66. This is an unbelievable and undeniable sign of the coming of the Antichrist. John 6:66. What does this verse say that connects us with the spirit of Antichrist and the great apostasy? From that time, many of the disciples went back and walked no more with him. John 6:66, the great apostasy, the great falling away. Isn't that amazing? The 70-year anniversary of Israel, from their first government meeting, December 26th, 2019, and corresponding to the number of days from the rebirth of Israel, from the order to restore Israel on November 29th, 1947, the number of days corresponds with this verse, John 6:66. If you have any questions about this, please share your comments or questions in the comments section below this video. Now, I want to share with you about the Ursid meteor shower. Now, I shared with you about this having to do with the peak day on December 23rd. But there's another detail that's been brought to my attention that I want to share with you, so I'm going to connect this once again. The Ursid meteor shower will be active from December 17th to December 26th. And it's producing its peak rate of meteors around the 23rd of December. But the Ursid meteor shower is still active until December 26th. So this continues through the midweek Hanukkah and through the time of the eclipse is the Ursid meteor shower. But there is another storm coming on Christmas Day, and it's a storm named Ursula. It says it will already be a tropical storm when it would traverse the Visayas by late Tuesday, December 24th on Christmas Day. December 25th, its eye may pass through Cebu, bringing intense rains, and Cebu may be under signal number 2, Aguirre told CDN. So Ursula comes at the same time as the Ursid meteor shower, okay? And this is, the connection here is the meaning of Ursid and the meaning of Ursula, okay? Just as Ursid means bear, so Ursula means little bear. Ursula is little bear, okay? And from the constellation Ursula, Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, which is the big and little dippers, Job 9:9 mentions the constellation of the bear. These are constellations that are mentioned in the book of Job. He made the bear, the Orion, and the Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. So within this verse, the first constellation mentioned is the bear constellation, which is the Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, the constellation of the bear, and that is why it is called the Ursid meteor shower. The bear. Then we see, well, before I go on to that next verse, then we see that Job 9:9, okay, 9 is the number of judgment. So we have Job 9:9. It's a double sign of judgment connected to the bear. But the bear is connected to the Antichrist. It's connected to the beast of Revelation. Revelation 13:2. The beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. His feet were as the feet of a bear. His mouth as the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Okay, so the beast of Revelation is connected to the sign of the bear. It's like a bear, like a leopard, like a bear, like a lion, and like a dragon. Bear is one of the beasts, or one of the appearances of the beast. And I want to share with you about the fact that the annular eclipse begins in Saudi Arabia. What is in Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is the capital of Islam. Behold the arrival of the 12th Imam, the 12th Mahdi, Saudi Arabia. So this is the connections that I want to bring forth to you. And all of this is happening exactly on the 70-year anniversary of Israel's first government meeting in Jerusalem. Are these coincidences? I believe with all my heart that the title of this message is true. The birth. December 26th, 2019. As always, I will continue searching and waiting on the Lord for more information. If anything else comes, I will make a part 2. The birth. December 26th, 2019. I pray you are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.